It's Madden NFL football. It's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
Last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Lawrence as he started off looking like a budding superstar, but then he suffered an ankle injury and was a shell of himself the rest of the way. His team needs him to stay healthy if they plan on maximizing their full potential. And if that ends up being the case, they'll have a good shot to win a lot of games here in 2024.
Now ETN to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now Lawrence. That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Dancing to his left. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
On second down, a run with ETN. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs get ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he had a most impressive bounce-back season last year, nearly leading his team to the NFC Championship game. That's not something you see every day, and he was rewarded for it as Tampa Bay decided to make him definitely their quarterback for the future. Now for him, he wants to prove it's not a one-year thing, and in fact, he is the long-term answer for this franchise.
A first carry for Rachaad White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Touchdown! Travis Etienne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now, we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Second and 9. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 16. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
21-0 our score after 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. We'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And now the rookie's free. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Mayfield now. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And his this throw is going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now out come the Jags. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
39 yards there, a big one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Bigsby. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. A first down throw for Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now a toss, and it's a fumble, and the Jags grab it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Gabriel Davis
from 3 yards out.
And the Jags are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, Trask. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Here's Trask.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing. Trask. That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, I'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. A strong running. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dearness Johnson, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Trask.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Setting the throw. Here's Trask.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Trask.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 3.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Trask now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. They're going back to the air with Trask. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Trask now on 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
To throw is Trask.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a 2nd half shutout.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.